So this is a real quick tutorial on how to do this elastic or bouncing text. It's a rather simple thing that I just have overlooked for a while, and it's just easy and fun to do. So we're going to stop this example from playing, and we're going to go to File, New, General. I'm not going to save that. I'm going to delete the default cue. I'm also going to delete the camera and the light. I'm just going to start completely from scratch. I'm going to hit 7 because this is the view I want to work from. It's the top view. I'm going to hit Shift A and add some text. And in this scenario, I'm going to add elastic text. You guys feel free to add whatever you want to do. And the thing I found that works best for this effect is if when you go to the font controls or the text controls, change horizontal to center, but leave vertical top baseline. I'm also going to go up here to font. I've got some fun fonts that I've downloaded from sites like 1001 free fonts. I'm going to jump in here and use this Atiba text. I'm going to scale it up just a little bit, and I am going to add a material. And oops, I'm sorry, that was texture. I want to add a material, and for this I'm going to use emission because I'd rather get my light from the text than to have a light that's potentially going to put some shadows I don't want to have to deal with. So I'm going to use green. Green's my favorite color. So good. Now what we're going to do at this point, now that we have got our material on here, I'm going to select the text. I'm going to right click it. I'm going to convert it to a mesh. So now it's got all the characteristics of a mesh. And what we're going to do is we're going to go to keyframe 30, and I'm going to put in I'm going to hit I to put in a keyframe for scale. I'm going to go back 15 spots. Now this is something you're going to be able to adjust depending on how much bounce or how much elastic you want to get. And I'm going to go up here, I'm going to hit scale Y, because I just want it to scale up and down, and I'm going to bring it about 3/4 of the way to right there, and I'm going to insert another keyframe for scale. Then I'm going to go back exactly 1 spot, and I am going to come up here, hit S for scale, Y, and then 0, enter, and insert that keyframe with the I button, scale. So if we were to start this right now, we'd hit play, and the text would just stand up nice like that. But here's where the fun comes in. Right click down here, and we're going to change the interpolation mode to elastic, and we'll get this nice kick. Boom. It just bounces up like that. Now we have the other choice for bounce, but I'm thoroughly unimpressed with bounce. It just kind of has a little bit of snap to it, but not the same pop that elastic does. So now we've applied these keyframes, we've applied the material, and what I want to do is I'm going to come up here, I'm going to hit Tab to go into edit mode, I'm going to hit A to select everything, I'm going to hit P for separate, and I'm going to separate by loose parts. So now each one of these letters is a loose part, but if you'll look, each letter has the keyframes on it when it was separated out, and you'll see it also has the material on it. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to, starting with the second letter, we're going to come down into the timeline, and we're going to hit G for move, X, and then I'm going to move this 5 spaces and hit enter to complete. I'm going to go down here to the next letter, and I'm going to increment this by 5. So G, X, 10, enter, G, X, 15, enter. And remember, when we're doing the grab, we want to do it down here in the timeline. So G, X, 20, and all of a sudden I don't remember, did I? Yeah, okay. I want to make sure I didn't lose count. So we're going to do G, X, 25. And the I and the dot of the I are separate, but we want them to both fire the same way. So G, X, 25. Then go to this next letter, G, X, 30. I'm going to skip an extra 5. So we're going to go GX40 to kind of account for that space. GX45, enter. GX50, enter. And that last letter, GX55, enter. We're going to change the time frame to, we'll end at 90. And now we're going to see our text just pop up. And of course, you can adjust how quickly you want the letters to pop up after each other, or how close or how fast you want them to pop it up. But that is an easy way to do elastic text. I can jump up here and switch over to here so I can kind of see what it would look like rendered. I'm going to click here to remove the grid lines, and I'm going to go ahead and go to the world and drop this down to black so it really pops. I hope this was helpful. Leave a comment if you have any suggestions for things you'd like to see. We're working on 3 or 4 tutorials that we hope will be dropping soon, and I hope you will hit like and subscribe. Thank you.